Chapter 22. Again Yeshua spoke to them in parables, saying, The kingdom of heaven may be compared to a king who prepared a wedding feast for his son. He sent out his servants to call those who had accepted the invitation to the wedding feast, but they were unwilling to come. Then he sent out other servants, saying, Tell those who have been invited, Look, I have prepared my dinner. My oxen and my fattened livestock are butchered, and everything is ready. Come to the marriage feast. They, however, paid no attention and went on their way, one to his own farm, another to his business. The rest seized his servants, mistreated them, and murdered them. The king became angry. He sent his troops, destroyed those murderers, and set their city on fire. Then he said to his servants, The wedding is ready, but those who were invited were not worthy. Go therefore to the main roads, and as many as you find, invite to the wedding feast. Those servants went out into the streets and gathered together all they found, both evil and good. The wedding hall was filled with dinner guests. When the king came in to look over the dinner guests, he noticed the man who was not wearing a wedding robe. So he said to him, Friend, how dare you come in here without a wedding robe? The man kept quiet. Then the king ordered his servants, Bind him hand and foot, throw him into the outer darkness. In that place there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Many are called, but few are chosen. Then the spiritual leaders went and planned together how they might entangle him in the course of his conversation. They sent their disciples to him along with the Herodians, saying, Rabbi, we know that you live by integrity and teach the way of God in truth. You show partiality to no one and refuse to give special regard for a person's status. Tell us then, what do you think? Is it really permissible according to the Torah to pay tribute money to Caesar or not? But Yeshua, being aware of their wrong intent, asked, Why are you testing me, you pretenders? Show me the coin used for the tribute money. They brought him a denarius coin. So he asked them, Whose image and likeness is inscribed upon this? They answered him, Caesar's. Then he told them, So give back to Caesar the things that belong to Caesar, but give to God the things that belong to God. Upon hearing this, they were astonished. Leaving him, they went on their way. On the same days, some Sadducees, who teach that there is no resurrection, approached him and questioned, saying, Rabbi, Moshe taught if a man dies having no children, his brother must marry his widow and raise up children for his brother. Now there were 7 brothers among us. The first married and died. Having no children, he left his wife to his brother, and so also the second brother, and the third, all the way down to the 7th. Finally, after them, the woman died. In the resurrection, therefore, whose wife of the 7 would the woman be? By that time they all had married her. But Yeshua answered and said unto them, You are being led astray, not understanding the Scriptures nor the power of God. Because in the resurrection they neither marry nor are they given in marriage, but are like angels in heaven. But regarding the resurrection of the dead, have you not read what was spoken to you by God, teaching, I am the God of Abraham, and the God of Ishak, and the God of Yaakov. He is not the God of the dead, but of those living. When the crowds heard this, they marveled at his teaching. But when the spiritual leaders heard that Yeshua had silenced the Sadducees, they gathered themselves together. One of them, a Torah theologian, put a question forward to learn from him. Rabbi, which is the great commandment in the Torah? He said to him, You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the all-encompassing and foremost commandment. The second is similar to it. You must love your neighbor as yourself. The entire complex of teachings contained in the Torah and the prophets are actually derived from their interconnection with these two commandments. Now, while the spiritual leaders were gathered together, Yeshua asked them a question. What do you think about the anointed one? Whose son is he? They responded to him, the son of David. He asked them, then why does David in the spirit call him Lord, saying, the Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies a footstool for your feet. If David calls him Lord, how is he his son? No one was able to give him an answer. From that day on, no one dared to ask him another question.